Alright, so one time while my Aunt Trish was living in California, my Aunt Pat and my cousin Gina decided to pay her a visit. During this visit, they decided to go to Universal Studios Amusement Park. Woo! So they're trekking around the park on a hot summer day, and after a while, they find themselves in a tour group. The tour guide starts explaining how the studio works with blue screens and asks for some volunteers. And these volunteers have to be 5'7" or taller and wearing socks. And of course, Aunt Pat immediately raises her hand, and she's also, 5'3" and was wearing flip-flops. Perfect. So, of course, they pick her, along with some other people, but they pick her, and she immediately turns to Trish and says, "Trish, give me your socks!" Now, it's a hot day. They've been walking around for hours, so these socks are crusty. But Aunt Pat takes them anyway and puts them on, and then she makes her way up to the platform, and then she and all of the other volunteers are dressed up as astronauts. And of course, the costume doesn't fit Aunt Pat because, again, she's 5'3". But that doesn't stop her or the tour guide from hooking her up to a harness and hoisting her into the air. Now, this is where they actually start to show off what the blue screen does, as everybody is quote-unquote floating through air. But of course, if you look at the screen, it looks like they're floating through space. So for extra effect, the tour guide tells all of the volunteers to look as though they're flying. And everyone starts striking these superhero poses and looking cool, looking tough, looking bad. And then there's Aunt Pat, who's just flapping her arms and legs like a bird. And Trish and Gina are just rolling on the floor. It was great.